Which format is best for professional bass fishing? Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog. If you're new, my name is Steve Chapman. Which format is best for professional bass fishing? Luckily, these days we have 3 different organizations that use 3 different formats on technology. And this has nothing to do with the 5 fish limits. You can either like that or dislike it. But this is about forward-facing sonar. We also have to remember that the organizations are businesses. They're there to make money. While they don't make a lot of money, they're there to make money because it also helps support the group of people that work underneath them. It helps the anglers. It helps a lot of people. So running the business properly is very important. But which is better, bass, Major League Fishing, or the National Professional Fishing League? The NPFL made a monumental decision by prohibiting forward-facing sonar starting this year. This also limits their marketing that will come in because most technology companies are the ones that are spending a lot of money these days. And prohibiting forward-facing sonar prohibits those other organizations or those businesses that are forward-facing sonar technology-based to not join in and sponsor the NPFL. And the NPFL does not allow forward-facing sonar during their tournaments. And fans and anglers and everyone really enjoys what NPFL has done this year. By drawing the line in the sand, anglers and fans are flocking to what is happening over at NPFL right now. Because the fans really appreciate traditional bass fishing, the way most of us are brought up, and the way most of us like to fish. But it does limit the amount of fish that are being caught. They're not always, because you can target big fish and you can target schools of fish with the technology. And while NPFL is on a drastic increase and boost and living much better than they ever have the first 3 or 4 years, it still limits their sponsorship dollars and also the fish that they're going to catch. It also limits a lot of young anglers joining NPFL because the youth has been taught to fish a certain way. They were brought up to use the technology for their enjoyment and for them to be more successful. And by not having that forward-facing sonar technology, we're not going to see a lot of the young anglers joining NPFL unless they want to just get out of that stigma of saying you can't catch it without the technology. Or do you like what Major League Fishing is doing in the Bass Pro Tour, where they have 1 period of 3 periods where they're allowed to use the technology? Now, the reason Major League Fishing and the Bass Pro Tour can do this is because they have a marshal on every boat. They have someone that's there to protect or to witness what's going on. And they're able to make sure that anglers are not abusing or cheating, not saying they would, but not cheating by using it in 2 periods. And in my opinion, this is the best of both worlds because I want to see anglers catch fish. That's the biggest thing. Do we want to see anglers catch a lot of fish and quality fish, or do we want to watch fishing and be bored even more when there's lulls during the day? Now, Major League Fishing having 1 period on and 2 periods off allows them to still have the sponsorship dollars from those tech-based companies. But is that the right format for professional bass fishing? Is it sustainable to say we need to have a marshal on every boat to make sure that nobody is abusing or skirting the gray areas? And can it happen? Honestly, is it possible to have a marshal in every boat in every tournament, or really in the major tournaments? And is this the format you want to see from here on out? Remember, it isn't about 5 fish. This is only about the technology. Or do you prefer what Bass has done? And Bass has said, we're going to allow technology to be here. We're going to sign up for 3 years. We've got sponsorship dollars that are coming in. Unfortunately, we're not changing anything. You might have changed 1 transducer and some screen size, but the truth of the matter is it made no difference. And they took that money and they took it and ran with it. And rightfully so. Overhead, people that work for them, they need to pay those people. We have to remember that. And some anglers are very happy that they get to use the technology full time. These young anglers that are really technology based are dominating on the Elite Tour. But there's also a lot of anglers that dislike everything about it. They wish that forward-facing sonar was not part of their elite series at all. But bass has the biggest platform that there is out there. Major League Fishing is catching them quickly, but bass's platform is still the biggest. And anglers get bigger sponsorships because of where they fish. There's a drastic difference in the anglers that fish on the elites and MLF and the BPT versus, no offense, the MPFL. And those sponsorship dollars that they're getting allows them to live the way they live. And remember, most anglers, most of these guys, they live on their sponsorships. If they do well in a tournament, that's an added bonus. But their sponsorships pay for everything that's going on in their life. So going where the marketing and sponsorship dollars are and be able to qualify for the bigger tournaments or the bigger series is beneficial to that angler. And bass is also where all, I believe, the drama is. There's so many anglers that like or dislike certain things that they, when they're able to, they talk and speak up. There's certain anglers that don't. There's certain anglers that are scared to speak up because they know not only could they be fined, but they could get kicked out of the Elite Series. And when that is your whole job, is to be on the Elite Series, someone threatening you to possibly ban you or kick you out will make you change your story and make you keep quiet. But which format and series is best for professional bass fishing in a whole, in a circle? Should there be 3 different ways, or should it be just one way and we should run with it? That's what I want to know in the comments below. So comment below and tell me what you think. Thanks to all the new subscribers and members and everyone who's interactive on the channel. I really do appreciate it. It is humbling, and it's insane these days. So thank you. But if you're not a subscriber, you should be. So click that button. Welcome to the team. And thank you, because it's cheap, easy, and it's free. It isn't just cheap, it's free to join. So join and become a subscriber. Remember, take your kid fishing, tight lines, shears, and get your fish on.